those other philosophies that seduce you, man. You know, all of you guys that fell out of the truth or that left the truth and started teaching something else, you were seduced by philosophy. The same way that a man gets seduced by a woman, a fine-ass woman. Go ahead.
Proverbs 6 and 24.
You can read 4. You can read the
Oh no, mine's the 7.
7 and 4. You can grab that too, Kyle.
Oh.
Proverbs 6 and 24. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman.
Kyle. No, that's it. You know, to keep thee from the flattery of the strange woman. The strange woman is all of those other philosophies that you're dibbling and dabbling in, man. You know, that enticed you. You know, and that got you bugged out of your mind. Hey, like the scripture says in First Ezra, many have run out of their wits for a woman. Hey, well, you ran out of your wits for these other different philosophies that you learned from Bible Hub. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 7, verse 4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman. All right, so comparing it, like Revelation, it's not talking about a real woman. It's talking about wisdom and knowledge, right? How we're not supposed to be diving into these false doctrines, which the scriptures compare to women many times.
God, that's right. You know, but yeah, it would have been okay. You don't have to be under GMS. If you want to go and start up your own camp elsewhere, go ahead. But it would have been an honorable thing, you know, if you would have continued teaching the apostles' doctrine. You know,
that's it.
You know what?
We get that. This is Proverbs 5 and 3. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. Verse 4. But her end is bitter as wormwood.
As wormwood. It's bitter as wormwood because it's gonna lead you into bitterness, man.
And sharp as a two-edged sword. So you're gonna cut. You're gonna get cut. Trying to look. Only men of the Lord are going to understand this knowledge the correct way. The Most High will present it to certain men, but then He'll take it away because it won't be able to stay in their heart, because their heart is wicked. Men who look for glory and other ways to be looked at, to be seen of men, and the Most High, that's some vanity, that's some vain shit. That's when He push you right on out. We're always around the Passover, things happen. The Most High ain't playing, man. And it's through the Spirit, just on the Passover shit happens. You know? And the Apostle said it. You know? 2 and 42. Yeah. Go ahead, bro. You got something? Yeah.
This is Psalms 41:9. Yea, my own familiar friend, in whom I trusted, which did eat of my bread, hath lifted up his heel against me. You know, that's just for the, you know, the so-called brethren that was among us, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, that we actually broke bread with, you know what I'm saying? We broke down scriptures with, you know what I'm saying? Came out week after week, right? You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, you had these niggas, you know, they became traitors, you know what I'm saying? Thus, you know, you became traitors of Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, going, basically, what you call it, niggas going their own way. They done went their own way, and now they want to change the doctrine up. You want to remix the doctrine, right? And you want to come with your own thing now. You know, you got all these new remixes and so-called revelations from the Lord all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Like you got it.
And that's the spirit that's in Jake right now. Yeah. You know, Jake don't want to, they're not creating, they're not, they don't have the talent within the spirit to create their own music. So they're always trying to remix somebody else's shit, you know? Yeah, you P. Diddy niggas.
Hey, that's funny with the MGTOW, because they don't want to deal with, MGTOW don't want to deal with women no more. They don't want to deal with the truth no more.
Okay, and this is your woman, man. Okay. I got one. This is Acts 2 and 42. It says, and they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and then the breaking of bread, and then prayers.
Right. They came in the apostles' doctrine, man. And they continue. We continuing in the apostles' doctrine, trying to stay steadfast in this work. And whose doctrine actually it was they got it from?
I got the precept.
God, go ahead, bro.
Hey, this is Luke. Let me see. This is Luke 10 and 16. It says, "He that heareth you, heareth me. And he that despiseth you, despiseth me. And he that despiseth me, despiseth him that sent me."
So you ain't despising the apostles, because who continuing in the work that's been presented. You despising Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and Yahushua is not gonna come down here. Oh yeah, it does say he gonna suffer with you, but you have to be, your spirit has to be ready and willing to absorb what's been given to you, because men have to teach you on this earth, man. Can I get that real how you
Romans 10.
Yeah. I got one that's even better.
Go ahead, bro.
You know, this is John. This is St. John 13 and in 20. It says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that receiveth whomsoever I send receiveth me. And he that receiveth," hey, doesn't the apostles, the word apostle means sent forth or sent out? Let me read that again, man. It says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that receiveth whomsoever I send receiveth me. And he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me."
Right. Hey, and that's Yahushua. Yahushua been sent by the Father.
God, but he sent men.
He sent,
to teach you.
He sent men that's going to have to teach you, because the only way you're going to have to understand this truth is by Yahushua taught. This truth was given unto men. The word was given unto men to get this understanding, not through you and your revelations. And Yahushua, he's up there doing his work until it's time to come down here. He's had the Spirit of the Lord. That's why he left you the Comforter. The Spirit is out here. You got to go with. Can we get 1 Corinthians 14? Spiritual gifts. You got to prophesy. So to prophesy this thing is to have understanding of this work, man, and not to be all about yourself and what you can feed, how you can feed your own belly. Go ahead, bro.
This is 1 Corinthians 14, verse 1. "Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy."
Right, that's what we got to do. Not talk about the apostles of Greatmillstone.
Oh damn.
Your title starts with something else. Some nigga come in and you start talking about something way to the moon. You know, it didn't even fit. You know, you didn't even fit in bringing out revelations, hypocrisy, and the brothers breaking it, and the brothers out here breaking those scriptures that you bring out down about 200 million men. You know, 200 million aren't troops. Right. Now, it was a question that was asked. How you gonna house them troops? You know, how you gonna sit there and house those troops?
That's a lot of men to feed.
Yeah. No, and that's part of the Lord's host. These men, the elect, the angels, and those are part of his army.
Hey,
those missiles.
There's about I want to say maybe 9 million, a little bit more. Don't quote me on this. People that live in Detroit, right? Now, and that's just a small city, and that's only 9 million. And look at how bunched together and close everybody is. Hey, the scriptures say that the war to come shall be fought with not with garments rolled in blood or you know, yeah, it should be fought with fuel of fire. You know, if it was 200 million people in one small vicinity like that, they'll be fighting hand-to-hand combat, man.
Miles and miles of men just going through whole countries and destroying them. 200 million is countries, a whole country lined up in rows because they say they should not put. This is crazy, man.
And armies, yeah, they'll send troops into a place, but they don't. Their technology is to focus more so on aircrafts and drones, man.
Don't forget 1 million, let alone 1 million men. You know,
but yeah, their armies are going to go there into the valley of Yehoshaphat, but it's not gonna be. They're not gonna. They're gonna fight against each other, but the majority and the bulk of them are gonna be destroyed by the angels that come. By Yahushua and the angels that
this
come.
food become bird seeds. It'll become bird food too at that time after that, because Yahushua not bullshit. But go through all the countries and give me 200 million men in all the countries and all the armies.
Oh, they said, well, China has a 1 million man army themselves.
That's Jack Van Dam.
How do you fucking know that?
That's Jack Van Dam. Jack Van Dam said that all the time.
If being a strategist, right? Because us being in the truth, we're strategists. We know how to use our mental faculty. All right. If I wanted to war against a country, and I know that I only have about 200,000 soldiers, I want to give the impression that I have more soldiers than that. I want to give the impression to my enemy that he's surrounded on every side. So that I can put fear in them.
Right.
How do you know how many missiles? You can't go to Esau's website and say, okay, well, this country has this amount of missiles. This country has that amount of missiles. This country has XYZ amount of missiles.
They don't tell everybody how
There's something called a START program, which is us dealing with the nuclear treaties that America has with different nations. One is specific being Russia. Now, under that START program, they don't count all of the missiles that the Soviet Union had, going back a few years that they had, during their rulership. What happened to all of those missiles? Because you can't just dismantle an ICBM missile like that. And it's noted that they had over 25,000 missiles. The only amount I believe that's counted under that START treaty is about maybe 1,000. And that's not counting what are that's called the nuclear warheads that are on submarines. That's not counting the ones that's in the planes.
Maybe in the space stations.
That's not counting none of those. Yeah. Those are only counting the ones that Russia allowed them to count. Now, another point to be made too, if I'm warned against somebody, I'm not going to tell that person that I have 1,000 bullets that I'm going to fight against you with. I'm not going to tell that person that, because if I got 1,000, who's to say he wouldn't go and gather 10,000? So that's foolishness for you to go to his website and say that he has a certain amount of missiles and not to believe what the Most High is saying in the scriptures. You believe the so-called white man over the Most High, man. Over the Most High's prophets. You're an idiot, man.
Idiot, plain dummies. Yeah. You can't. How can you actually go through some computer website and pull the number up?
Come on, man.
How did John even count 200 million at that time? How can he? Say he heard. Yeah, he heard.
And when John the Revelator, when he was seeing that, he didn't understand exactly, like we understand now in this time, man. Right. Even though he's seen it, he's seen it, and he described it the best way that he can with the language that he had. When have you ever saw a man with a breastplate of fire? Now I know they gonna have exoskeleton suits, but it ain't gonna be on how Iron Man was on the Marvel, right. Where he had that thing in his chest, that energy in his chest that was giving him all of the energy to control the suit, man. Yeah, Esau got exoskeleton suits, but it ain't gonna be on that level. Right. So you can't say, they gonna have Iron Man suits when they're fighting.
Right. They probably believe that too. They probably believe that. You got the scripture.
No, this is Matthew 23:15. I'm applying it to them. All those wicked that fall out, they doing this for their own selves and for their own bellies. This is Matthew 23:15. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye compass sea and land to make one proselyte, and when he is made, ye make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves.
Dan.
Y'all go looking around. Oh, he get marked off. Y'all go looking around, bringing out these false prophecies, trying to gather big numbers, You know, so you can make yourself seem to be on some sort of level or to have some sort of preeminence, like you said yourself, Kyle. Are you going around? You want the preeminence for yourself?
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie, you know. So but the people that you think that you're converting, the people, the fruit that you think you're getting, they gonna get worse destruction than you are. All right, all y'all gonna just get cooked up and burnt off together.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
That's right, man. So the fallacies.
Oh, you got that in 12 and 42, Luke?
But the fallacies, man, that's bring the unicorns and the lies, basically all the lies. I'm trying to speak funny, but the lies that's being spreaded, so you can bring in people because you bringing in some new doctrine. You gotta maintain and hold on to the sound doctrine that was given. You can't go start spewing madness out. That's madness. Because when you tell a person is 200 horsemen or 200 men or 200 troops, 200 million troops, now what you're saying is it's going to be an invasion of men that's going to come in, and then you still giving them hope that America can still survive.
They don't believe
it could be war. There's nothing going to happen afterwards. But you can't. And then you put on there and say that if all these things happen, it'll destroy the whole earth. 10 million will destroy the. You know the number. How do you know 10 million will destroy this earth? How do you know? You cannot know that it will destroy this earth. Now you're making Yahweh a liar. You're trying to say he's lying. He don't know. He put out these scriptures. He made this earth.
The scripture says that the earth shall rule to and fro like a drunk.
It's an earth about it forever. You know. So no matter what hits, it's still gonna be here.
And let's say for instance, there's not let's say for instance there's not 200 million ICBM missiles, right? Let's say for instance it's not 200 million ICBM missiles, because really the power is in the warhead of the ICBM missiles. Now pre-adventure EMP hits America, you know.